Hello everyone. So today we are going to start our module 4 or chapter number 2, and today our focus would be on the urbanization in the southern Mesopotamia. From 500 BCE, settlements has begun to develop in the southern Mesopotamia. The earliest city emerged from some of these settlements. There were various kinds of these settlements. First, those that gradually developed around temples. Second, those that developed as centers of trade. And third, those that developed as the imperial cities. Today, we are going to discuss the cities that emerged because of the temples. In Mesopotamia, the earliest city developed around the temples. That means they had the center as their focal point, and because of the temple, the people started settling around the temple, and thus the small shrine became a big city. Early settlers in Mesopotamia began to build and rebuild temples at selected spots in their villages. The earliest known temple was a small shrine made up of unbread bricks. Temples was the residence of various gods like moon god, sun god, or the goddess of love and war. That means the gods were basically associated with the nature. Temples became large over time, with several rooms around open courtyard. Some of the earlier ones were possibly not unlike the ordinary house, but temples always had their outer walls going in and out at regular intervals, which no ordinary building ever had. The temples were considered to be the house of gods. The god was the focus of worship. To him or her, people brought grains, curd, and fish to offer. The god was also the theoretical owner of the agrarian fields, the fisheries, and the herds of the local community. In time, the processing of produce, for example, of pressing, grains, grinding, spinning, and weaving of the woolen cloth was done in the temple. Organization of production at a level above the household, employers of merchants, and keeper of written records of distribution and allotment of grain, plough animals, bread, fish, etc., were basically done by the temples. Therefore, the temples gradually developed its activity and became the main urban institution. Thus, we can clearly see how, from just a house of God, the temples developed as the main urban centers in Mesopotamia. Now, next we are going to study about the role of kings in the construction and maintenance of temple in Mesopotamia. As the archaeological record shows, villages were periodically relocated in Mesopotamian history because of the flood in the river and change in the course of the river. So therefore, because of the man-made problems as well, the villages has to relocate themselves various times. Those who lived on the upstream stretches of a channel could divert so much water into their fields, and the villagers of downstream were left without water. When there was a continuous warfare in a region, the chiefs who had been successful in war could oblige their followers by distributing the loot and could take prisoners from the defeated groups to employ in the temple for various works. In time, victorious chiefs began to offer precious booty to the gods and thus beautify the community temples so that they can show their gratitude towards the god. They would send men out to fetch fine stones and metal for the benefit of the god and the community and organize the distribution of temple wealth in an efficient way by accounting for the things that came in and went out. War captives and local people were put to work for the temple or directly for the ruler. This, rather than agrarian tax, was compulsory. That is, it was compulsory for the common people and the captives to be the laborers for construction of the temples. Those who were put to work were paid rations. It has been estimated that one of the temples took 1500 men working 10 hours a day, and it basically required 5 years to build that temple. With the rulers commanding people to fetch stone or metal ores to come and make bricks or lay the brick for a temple, or else to go to a distant country to fetch suitable materials. Hundreds of people were put to work at making and baking clay cones that could be pushed into temple's wall, painted in different colors, and thus creating a colorful mosaic. So we can see that how the kings basically wanted to enlarge and beautify their temples as much as they can. One, for sure, because they were very thankful for God for all the things they were having, and the second reason was that as the kings they were gathering the treasure, they wanted to show off their power, that how powerful they are, and this showing their power, their status, temple was the best architecture that they could have, as temple was the center of all the activities of the people in the Mesopotamia during the earlier times.